Hello there, everybody. Welcome to a very special episode of the Gym Rats. It's the Selection Sunday Hot Take Special, where we also fill out brackets. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
And I am joined, of course, by the illustrious man to my right. It is Chase Sessoms, a.k.a. the Wolf of Oaklawn. And below us, probably the most hype man of all. This is like Eric's Boxing Day. It's his Christmas morning. It is Uncle Rico down there, baby.
Whoa. I did blow on my fingers before we left. Before we went live, I don't know if you saw it. I was like, gave the little.
You feeling a little tingly there, Eric?
I'm feeling a little tingly, dude. I feel a little alive today, man.
Did you take work off this week?
No comment.
Because it's a good time. It's a good time.
I'm going to be up there on Friday, and I may have rearranged all my students' programming on Thursday not to work.
So we have the teams. They have been selected. You guys just want me to run through them real quick?
How are we doing this? Are we pulling up the bracket?
We'll pull up the bracket here in a second. I got the bracket ready to go. We're going to fill that out. Was there any team that you guys feel like shouldn't be in that didn't deserve to be in? Teams that you thought should be in versus not? Because I remember there was a few last year where we had some pretty strong opinions.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Kentucky doesn't at least have to play a play-in game to be in this tournament is absurd. They should have been left at home. That's my biggest takeaway.
West Virginia, six quad one wins. They should definitely have been in.
Yeah, UNC getting a play-in game. How many quad one wins did the little Tar Heels get? That one kind of grossed me out. I thought West Virginia got stumped a little bit.
West Virginia deserved to be in. West Virginia definitely got the short end of the stick. Obviously, there probably was seeding things. BYU as a 6 kind of stood out to me. I thought they'd be a little bit higher, but we have to remember they can't play on Sundays. So maybe they were up a line, and then there was some stuff. Plus, there's some injury stuff we got to monitor moving forward. Like Gilbert is out for Iowa State. Clemson's has some backcourt injuries, so there's definitely some injuries moving forward. We're going to have to monitor for all these guys, and some teams have some quick turnarounds.
Also, Chase, shout out to your conference where it does just mean more getting 14 teams in the tournament, 2 1 seeds.
I think we sent a clear message, which is eat our ass, world. We're going to make up a quarter of this tournament. Are
you worried at all that similar to like a few years ago when the Big Ten got a shitload of teams in and they all got embarrassed that's a possibility?
That they always. I don't know. Jim, we make jokes about conference pride.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll be honest, it's not like it exists anymore. It's not like it's really there. It's all about money now. So, it might happen. I might not really care if it does happen.
The real winner is conference hate.
That's true. That is true. No matter what, you can talk shit about someone else's conference. That is very true.
I'm also glad to see Drake in there. I'm glad we get a little.
And they got a great matchup too.
Mm-hmm. You boys ready to just roll through this bracket? Or before we do that, actually, little futures talk. Eric, what futures are you sitting on right now? And is there any other one that you'd pop up?
I got Michigan State to win it all, Texas A&M in the Final Four, but they're in the same region, and Texas Tech to make the Final Four. So, I mean, of course, 2 out of my 3 are in the same region is what it is. But
what did you lock in Michigan State at?
I got them 40-1 back in the fall.
Currently plus 220.
No. 40-1 to win it all.
Yeah, I'm saying currently plus 220.
There's no way they're plus 220 to win.
Over on DraftKings, they are plus 220 to win it all.
Plus 220 to win it all.
2,200. Like 22 to 1.
Jeez, Jim.
Plus 2,200. My bad, Eric.
Damn right, you're bad.
Chase, any futures you're like? I know you were talking St. John's, also plus 2,200.
St. John's. Well, I'm seeing right now. I should shop around because I'm seeing them to win it outright at 13-1. And then the other thing I saw was on the book that I have available. I'm just going to be a slutty little pig boy for my teams that I love. So Houston at 7-1 are my two plays.
Yep, I'm seeing Houston plus 650 here. I'm taking the shot on my babies that I love in football. I took a shot on BYU. I did. I got them at like 70-1.
They're gonna have a hard time to beat. My worry is ECU is pressure. They're gonna have a hard time with that. They can break the pressure. They got a chance. The team that really stood out to me that I was like, oh shit, this team has a great bottom half of the bracket was Illinois.
Illinois currently sitting at, where are they at?
Just to make the Final Four. What's Illinois just to make the Final Four?
Okay, let me see. To make the Final Four. Winner. Well, stupid DraftKings doesn't have it right now.
Well, DraftKings sucks.
Yeah. To win it all, they're 80-1 though.
What's like the first round matchup that does literally nothing for you?
Nothing at all. I mean, probably Texas Tech, UNC, Wilmington.
Mine's Mississippi State, Baylor. Like for me, that's just like blah.
It could be an interesting game. I mean, both teams I'm kind of on, but
both teams fighting to lose by 25-20 to Duke next round.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the big moral of the story is Baylor, Kansas, Gonzaga, all top 5 teams to start the year. Now they're all 7 and 9 seeds, 7, 8, 9 seeds.
It's not your father's Kansas team, as I like to say.
So how are we going to do this? We're going to go game by game. We're going to have a vote 2-1. Do you want each of us to have like a veto?
Yeah, we could. I mean, I thought we could just. It's majority rules. There's 3 of us here. If 2 of us pick
Straight
one,
up.
All right.
Yeah.
Majority rules. So on the one bracket I can find that lets you actually fill it out right now, they don't let you pick the play-in games.
Okay.
That's fair.
So we could just go through them real quick if you guys like any of them, because I will be betting San Diego State over North Carolina.
San Diego State over North Carolina.
I will be. And I'll also be betting Xavier over Texas.
See, I'm going to bet Texas. I don't
like this Texas team, dude.
I
So we'll start at the top in the South region. We have Auburn, I assume, versus either SFU or Alabama State. I think we're all in agreement we're taking Auburn, right?
Yeah.
Louisville versus Creighton.
I went Creighton.
That's a banger matchup. Double bird.
That's my favorite bird, by the way, the 2-bird shimmy.
The double bird, we're just going, fuck off.
Which team do you think can get more stops?
Creighton. I'm just saying that because I picked Creighton.
I'm gonna go with coaching advantage, Creighton.
I think it's Louisville. I mean, I think this Louisville. I haven't been impressed with Creighton. You got to pressure their guards. Creighton really doesn't cause many turnovers. They don't get to the 3-throw line that much. I think that even though they have Culpepper, I think that Louisville is going to have the rebounding edge. I'm going to go with I'm going to take Louisville here.
Well, majority rules here. We're going Creighton. Eric's been outvoted one time.
Jesus.
Michigan, UC San Diego.
UC San Diego. Hands down, UC San Diego. Michigan, I mean, like, this is the worst matchup. Quick turnaround, playing in Denver. And per shot quality, Michigan lost all 3 games they played.
I love to fade conference, like especially the bigger conference tournament winners. I'm also on UC San Diego. Chase, what you also rolling with them?
I was UC San Diego as well. Yes.
So great. That means Michigan's going to win by 10 because we all faded them. But.
Exactly. It's an upset that's going to have some juice behind it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a very chalky upset. Texas A&M, Yale, the 4-13 seed.
Give me Yale. I actually had Yale in this one.
See, for me, I don't think Yale has the juice on the glass.
If Yale could just shoot decently, they've got a great chance to beat Texas A&M. Anyone who shoots the ball decently has a good shot at beating Texas A&M.
Texas A&M is the best offensive rebounding team. I think they're going to get a ton of chances.
Yeah,
I'm they're the best offensive rebounding team because they miss so many shots all the time.
Jim, you're the deciding.
I'm going Texas A&M here. It's gross. I hate it, but yeah.
God, what's wrong with you?
I just don't think Yale has the juice that they had last year.
They have no wall. Defense.
Think of all the underprivileged Yale fans out there that just never get a shot. That you guys are taking something away from them.
For how good their guards are, has yet to have that game where shots actually fall.
And they won't. And they'll rebound it a lot, and then they'll miss after they rebound it.
Haters in the building.
Ole Miss
I hate that Buzz used to be bald, and now he has hair. He was a power bald, and now he's got like a crew cut. He looks like a fucking gladiator. I don't like that shit.
It's a weird
I don't like
look.
it. He's been going to the low T center.
Ole Miss versus San Diego State or UNC.
All right, so one of these play-in teams always wins a first-round game, right?
Yes.
I'm taking the either or UNC or SDSU as the play-in team that moves forward. So that's my pick. I picked those two teams.
I mean,
I don't love this Ole Miss team, so I kind of like this.
The thing with North Carolina is their guards need to get going, and if their guards are so inconsistent, I mean, if they have great guards, but they're just so hit and miss what they can do. I think there's a huge coaching advantage with Bird against Hubert Davis if it comes down to. I would be more worried about Ole Miss against San Diego State than I would have been UNC. For me, it's Ole Miss.
You're being outvoted here, Eric. I'm sorry. San Diego State for me.
Yes.
It's a fucking Sunday. Let the man celebrate.
Yeah, I had to go to a church today. Come on, guys.
Iowa State, Lipscomb.
Iowa State.
Yeah, Gilbert's out for Iowa State, but that's not. It's going to hurt them down the road, but not here.
Yeah, I'm also on Iowa State here. Marquette, New Mexico.
I went Marquette.
It's really hard for me not to fall in love with a Mountain West team.
You know what? I said on my show that I do every Tuesday I was going to be fading Marquette in the first round. I'm just going to do it here. I'm going to take New Mexico. Marquette relies on Jones way too much. They don't have nothing in the glass. They have no way to get to the free throw line. And New Mexico has the guards. I don't think Marquette defensively can keep up. I'm on New Mexico.
You're being outvoted, Eric, because I am on Marquette. I cannot get behind a Mountain West team. They killed me. Killed me last year. Can't. Your Michigan State Spartans and Bryant.
I think losing was the best thing for them, so I'll take Michigan State here.
I'm also going to take the Spartans here. What are you feeling, Chase?
I will be taking the Spartans, yes.
Florida versus Norfolk State.
Florida.
Call me crazy. Taking Florida here. Taking those Gators.
Sometimes Eric sounds really smart.
Sometimes.
UConn, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma all year struck me as like a fraud team.
They had a lot of quad one wins. The one thing with UConn is behind their guard, whose name not their guard, their forward. The offense just runs through him, and when we've seen he's been out, they've really struggled to score. I think fears for Oklahoma in a half-court setting can create buckets. They looked a lot better in the SEC tournament. Moser historically does well in these tournament settings. Obviously, Hurley does as well, back-to-back daddy titles. I just think Oklahoma has a little more juice. I'll take Oklahoma.
So 2 against 1. I would have been on UConn. We're going to go Oklahoma here. Memphis, Colorado State.
I picked against every single Mountain West team, so give me Memphis.
I mean, I'm not even going to say my vote because my vote's going to be for Colorado State, who's playing some of the best ball in the country, and I don't trust Penny in this thing. And also, Memphis's point guard is hurt. He may not play.
If I take any Mountain West team, it will be a team that I've been kind of like jumping on later in the season, and we're going to roll with them this time. We're taking Colorado State. Damn it!
There we go.
Damn it!
Yep.
Maryland Grand Canyon.
Look, I love this Grand Canyon team. This is one of the teams that I thought I was going to be on to make a run, but this is just an awful matchup for them. Yeah, I know, they struggled a little bit to start the season, looked bad against Arizona State, but now with the transfer who came in from TCU, the offense is starting to click a little more. But Maryland's just got too much, man. I'm going to take Maryland.
Chase, did you say Maryland as well?
I said Maryland.
We're terping it up, boys. Missouri versus Drake. I really
Drake
want
defensively is just it. I mean, they're going to be able to take away the 3-point shooting, really frustrate what Missouri wants to do and everything. I just think that this is going to be the year that Drake, the last 2 years, they're kind of like the chalky underdog. Now, obviously, with the coaching change and everything, they brought in all the D2 guys. Defensively, they're even better. They're going to be able to disrupt Missouri. I like Drake.
God damn it, I love this Drake team. God damn.
Well, you consider me Kendrick Lamar here because I like Missouri.
Texas Tech, UNCW.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
It's Tech all day. Kansas, Arkansas.
Woo Pig Suey.
Uncle Rico.
What do you say? What are you gonna do? How good friends are we?
My only worry is Boogie is coming back. How is that going to disrupt everything? You know what I mean? Like, because you've been playing how long without him? Now you're bringing a guy back, and it's not a guy that kind of sits in the corner. It's the guy that needs the ball in his hand. I think that's going to do more disruption than helping.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, Kansas can't score. So to me, this is just kind of a coin flip game. I have no idea what to do here. These two teams are teams I really wanted to fade. I think Kansas is a little more turnover deprived, and they've kind of wet the bed in some big games. I'll take Arkansas. They've gone to my head, but this is a game I really want nothing to do with.
Arkansas, baby. Woo fucking pig. Also just fade the hell out of Kansas.
Always bet on someone named Boogie.
Hey,
always bet on someone. We have a good history with boogies.
We have a really good history with boogies.
In this show universe.
In February, when I was like, this is the time of year when you got to start fading Hunter Dickinson teams. And I think they've covered it twice since I said that.
Yeah.
St. John's versus Omaha.
Let's just say St. John's and keep it rolling.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
I'm really going to try rooting. I'm going to be rooting for Omaha hard, but just don't see it. Back up top, Duke versus America.
Duke, keep it rolling.
Yep. Mississippi State, Baylor. Snooze fest, Uncle Rico said.
I don't think Mississippi State has enough shooters for this Baylor zone. Maybe Baylor's going to have the best player on the court, and I think Mississippi State's offense stutters a little bit, goes through that point guard Hubbard a little bit too much. They don't have enough guys that can make shots. If Hubbard's shot's not going, I'll take Baylor.
I'm rolling with the Bears too. Give me Baylor. Oregon versus Libibity.
So this is the thing. Like, this is one of the teams that I really, really, really wanted to take in Liberty. But the issue is the boards. I don't think that with how big that Oregon is, that they're going to be able to keep them off the offensive rebounds. I think Oregon's going to get just too many second chance points. I think guard-wise, it's good. Liberty can score. They can defend. They just can't rebound. I think the game's close. I think Liberty could cover, but I think Oregon's going to sneak it out.
Chase, are we fading Libibity?
Can you guys hear me?
Now I can.
At all?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he can hear us. Oh, there he goes. We're taking Oregon, though.
We're taking them.
We're taking Oregon. Did you say Oregon, Eric?
Yeah, I said Oregon. I said
we're taking Oregon.
I'm rambling. This is like my time of the year, so if I'm rambling, I'm sorry.
That's
man.
Perfect, though. Arizona, Akron.
For me, Akron's a team I love in this setting, dude. They're going to limit possessions. They can make 3-pointers. And the worry about Arizona is what? Caleb Love just being a fucking moron and shooting you out of the game. Now, look, I know I'm looking at Bartovic right now. I know Arizona since February. Let's compare these bad boys. Bringing up
14.5 point favorite, by the way, for Arizona.
14.5?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm pulling up. Bartolovic's being slow today. I know Arizona is the 11th ranked team per Bartolovic since the start of February. They're struggling to make threes. Akron can make threes. Akron can make twos.
If you say
Arizona turns the ball over a lot. Give me the Zips, baby.
Yes! Because I'm on the Zips too, baby. I've been loving this Akron team for months now. Months! God, they cleaned up. BYU VCU.
VCU is going to pressure the shit out of BYU.
They will.
And that is really my worry here. Is BYU going to be able to handle the pressure? We kind of saw it last year with the James Madison team. The James Madison coach is now the Vanderbilt coach. When they played Wisconsin, Wisconsin was just dumbfounded by the ball pressure that JMU brought. VCU is going to be the same game, the same pressure. But I just think at the end of the day, BYU has the shooters. They have the guys that can get to the rim, and they're going to have the best player on the court. So I'll take BYU.
We're rolling BYU because I also think BYU is one of the hottest teams in the country right now.
Yeah.
Red hot. Wisconsin, Montana. What a draw for Wisconsin.
Brutal draw. 4 games in a row. Instead of getting the hour bus ride to Milwaukee, no. F you. You're going out west to Denver to play in a high altitude on a Thursday against Montana, though. There's other 14 seeds here that I'd be a little bit more intrigued about. Montana's not one. I think Wisconsin gets it done, but I think the next round is where we're going to start to see some fatigue come in for this Wisconsin team.
17.5 point spread in that one, Eric.
Jesus.
We're rolling with Wisconsin. I think Chase will be back here in a second. St. Mary's, Vanderbilt. There he is. Hey. We can hear you. Apparently, you couldn't have heard us.
I think he's frozen again.
He definitely is. Eric, St. Mary's or Vanderbilt?
No, I'm here.
No, he's good.
Vanderbilt, I say.
What are you feeling, Uncle Rico?
I totally messed it up. I was saying stuff about Vanderbilt when I mentioned VCU.
I was letting you roll with it. It's fine. It's on me too.
Totally effed up. Like VCU brings the pressure, but again, offensively, very limited. George Mason was able to disrupt them. I think BYU wins in the shootout. Obviously, there's Vanderbilt pressure against St. Mary's, but my thing with St. Mary's is they got some guards. They got the size. They look good against Gonzaga. I think St. Mary's gets it done against Vandy.
We're rolling Vandy here, but St. Mary's is one of my favorite teams. Alabama, Bobby Morris. We're going to go Alabama, move on?
Yeah, going to go Bama.
Unless Eric has something to say about it.
No, I got nothing.
Houston, Suey. S-I-U-E.
Houston.
Yeah, quick little Houston there. Gonzaga, Georgia. Intriguing matchup. The double Bulldog.
Both Bulldogs, both G's. Give me the Georgia one, though.
For me, it's Gonzaga. Gonzaga and Italy is one of the highest ranked teams, but they're 341st in the luck ranking for per KenPom. That stuff is going to come to that fruition here and start averaging out. I think Gonzaga is live to make the Sweet 16. I like Gonzaga here. 10th best team since February per Bartovic.
We are rolling Gonzaga here because they're my pick as well. I just trust these teams that have like the tournament pedigree when it comes to this time. Clemson, McNeese.
I went
Willie
McNeese.
Wade, baby. Willie Wade
all the way.
We're going to go McNeese. Purdue and High Point.
Take me to a higher point, Jim. We can't get much higher here. Let's go High Point.
I love fading Purdue in this spot. I love it so much.
So,
too, man. This is the perfect Purdue lose spot.
Since February 1st, High Point 19th offensively in effective field goal percentage. Purdue effective field goal percentage defense 335th.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like someone's getting high, baby.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
I like a Joe Walsh sound drop.
I would like this a lot more if Purdue's top guys didn't go 0 for 11 in the first round against Michigan. But I mean, it sounds like you guys are on High Point.
Oh, we're rolling High Point, baby.
It was always High Point, Uncle Rico.
Illinois versus either Texas or Xavier.
Illinois.
Yeah, I thought about making this my play-in team that makes it, but I changed it back to Illinois.
Kentucky, Troy.
Kentucky.
Biggest frauds in the tournament. Give me Troy.
Yeah, we're going to go Kentucky here, though. I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? I don't even know you guys anymore.
My favorite thing though is when Kentucky loses, you can always say that's a game Cal would have won.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing,
and I don't even like the fucking guy either.
I know, right?
I know.
Historically struggles in tournaments.
Eric, it's your baby here. It's UCLA, Utah State.
I know, and I really was hating it. Like, of all the 7 seeds, this is the worst 7th seed for Utah State. I wanted Utah State Marquette. That's the one I fucking wanted. As much as it pains me to say this, UCLA.
I think Chase, are we all on UCLA? Is this a triple header?
I'm going to go with Dan Cronin, Fat Bald Guy Racing's brother here, Mick Cronin, and say UCLA wins it.
Let's get it. Tennessee and Wofford.
Tennessee.
Give me Tenny.
Yeah, Tennessee, baby. Okay, back up top. Round 2, Auburn, Creighton.
Auburn.
UC San Diego versus Texas A&M.
UC San Diego.
So here's my thing. I like Texas A&M's chances against Auburn better than I like him against UC San Diego.
Yeah, I think this is a situation when the tournament plays out that UC San Diego gets the upset over Texas A&M and then gets blown the fuck out by Auburn. I'm on San Diego here.
Yeah.
Either San Diego State, UNC, or Iowa State.
Hear me out. We take the play-in team to the next round. That way we satisfy a lot of things there. We get your Mountain West darling, perhaps. I get my whole play-in team boner thing out of the way. Iowa State, not at Hilton. There's no Hilton magic. So play-in team. We take the 2 teams here.
I mean, Iowa State's been money when they've been healthy. Unfortunately, they are not healthy right now. But I don't think San Diego State has enough offense. I think UNC relies on their guards way too much. And if Davis is struggling, or the other guard whose name I'm spacing on gets in foul trouble, they just don't have enough gusto. I'm on Iowa State.
I like how he goes all CSI
Eric's
with the
been
numbers
outvoted.
and everything. And I come out
He's
like
outvoted.
Johnny Cochran.
It's San Diego State for me making it this far, and they're going to do it by uglying up games and bringing Iowa State down to their level. Marquette, Michigan State.
Oh, we went with Marquette over New Mexico?
We went Marquette over New Mexico. We did.
Oh, this is even better for Michigan State. Marquette has no one on the glass to keep up.
I'm Marquette, but it sounds like we're Michigan State.
I'm Michigan State here. I'm very high on Michigan State.
New Mexico is the worst matchup for Michigan State than Marquette.
Florida, Oklahoma.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida for me. Colorado State, Maryland.
Colorado State, it's been a great run, but they just don't have enough defensively for Maryland, and McQueen's going to eat inside.
Outvoted. Maryland gets it. Drake, Texas Tech.
Look, I love this Drake team, but Texas Tech, they just have way too much offensively. They've beaten a team in Houston that gums up the game like Drake does. So I'm going to take Texas Tech here.
Chase, are we in agreement here?
Yeah, I like that program at Tech. Let's go Tech.
Yeah, I like Texas Tech a lot. Arkansas, St. John's. You're torn here, Chase.
Dude, don't you love how just oozy, how greasy, how slimy of a head coaching matchup this is with John Calipari against Rick Pitino. I loved it. I love everything about how just like greaseball Italian this thing is here, which we can still make fun of Italians. Remember,
for sure.
I'm going to take the greaseball Obi-Wan Kenobi though, and I'm going to say St. John's beat my Hogs in the second round.
Eric?
I just don't. To me, it just comes down to I'm not high on St. John's. I mean, I think with their shooting is eventually going to catch up with them, but I think it'll be the next round against Tech. I think they have enough to get past Arkansas.
We're rolling St. John's here. Back up top, Duke Baylor.
Duke.
I think Duke rolls.
In the Yawn Fest.
Yeah.
Oregon Akron.
Altman's a pimp, dude. He's gonna have these guys ready for Akron. They have the size. I think this is one of those things, and we've seen it before where that team, that 13-12 seed, has that big upset that just gets boat raced the next round. We saw even when Murray State, when John Morant was there, we saw in Ohio after they beat Virginia in the next round during the COVID year, got boat raced. I think that's what's going to happen here. I think Oregon will knock off Akron.
Chase?
I think that's pretty convincing. I'm going to go with Oregon.
I've been outvoted. I think Akron's my Cinderella team to make the Sweet 16. I might even get them to go a little further. I don't know. BYU, Wisconsin.
If BYU gets past VCU, I think they'll have their way with Wisconsin. Wisconsin, not your same daddy's Wisconsin team with a defense. I think BYU has the shooters and they'll have the best player on the court.
Do we have a team of white boys going deep yet?
No.
No.
I'm rolling with the Cougs. I'm rolling BYU in a shootout here.
I'm going to go with BYU also.
We've got Vanderbilt, Alabama.
Oh,
Alabama's.
You guys took Vandy over St. Mary's?
Yeah, we took Vandy over St. Mary's.
Oh,
I'm so disappointed right now.
I thought we had St. Mary's. Yeah, if that's the case, Alabama rolls.
Alabama, baby.
I know
no Nelson from Alabama, and Alabama's defense sucks. They struggle without Nelson. And if it's St. Mary's, I think St. Mary's is live to beat Alabama. But
okay,
they've seen this Vanderbilt team before, so.
See, what I figured was there's going to be that Alabama game where they just can't shoot the ball for anything and they can't rely on anything else. And it's going to happen at some point. I figured it might happen in the next round against like BYU now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Houston, Gonzaga.
I think it's the Zags, man. Like, look, they are top 10 graded out in every Bartovic, Ken Pom, every single one of these matrix things that looks at everything. They're just 341st in the Lunk ranking. They've had so much shit go against them. They're due for some positive regression. I think Gonzaga gets it done.
I know Chase is going to be rolling Houston here. And this just comes down to me, like, which team do I feel like disappoints more often? And I feel like it's Houston. So I have to go Zags. We got to go Zags.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
McNeese versus High Point.
Paul Wall is mad at you. UGK is mad at you.
Mike Jones.
Slim Thug, Mike Jones.
I like McNeese here. McNeese was here last year. They completely shit the bed last year with their shooting. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit more inclined here, a little bit more experienced. I think this is another one of those things. High Point, if they do get through Purdue, Purdue's defense 2-point efficiency is brutal. 351st since February 1st. McNeese a little bit more stout defensively. I think they'll make High Point work. So I think McNeese gets it done here.
Everyone at Swisher House Productions is mad at you. I'm going to go McNeese here.
It's triple R for McNeese there. Illinois, Kentucky.
Absolutely.
Illinois.
You know who Kentucky reminds me of? Those Iowa teams that could score but can't play defense at all.
Yeah,
I think Illinois is just going to run all over this Kentucky team.
And then UCLA, Tennessee.
Tennessee, just too much size for this UCLA team.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Too much size.
Back
Too much
up
size.
top. Auburn versus UC San Diego.
Hate to say it, Auburn.
The run's been real.
It's been a real fun run, but yeah, Auburn. Either San Diego State, UNC, or Michigan State.
If this is who they're playing, I'll probably try to do a backflip and sprain my ankle. I'll take Michigan State.
I'm rolling with the Spartans too. Chase is frozen right now. We'll find out who you would have picked later. Florida, Maryland. Banger.
This is a banger of the game. I mean, is he frozen?
Oh, Chase, who would you have picked between San Diego State, UNC, or Michigan State?
I went Michigan State.
Okay. We're on Florida, Maryland.
I'm going to go Florida.
That's a great game.
That is a phenomenal game. And, you know, I'm a rebounding guy. I'll take Florida.
Yeah, we're going Florida here. I didn't want that. Texas Tech, St. John's.
I'm just not. Eventually, there comes a point in these games where you have to be able to make free throws. You have to be able to knock down some shots. And I just don't like the St. John's team to be able to do that. I mean, when we look at Bartolovic, Texas Tech, 6th ranked team since February 1st. Now, granted, I am a little worried that they're going to be able to force some turnovers. But like I said, Texas Tech, when you look how they played against Houston, and I think St. John's is kind of Houston light. So I'll take Texas Tech.
I know Chase is on St. John's here.
Deciding vote, Jim.
We got to go scumbag all the way. We're going with St. John's. We're going with sleazeball. It's got to be.
I had the lyric all queued up for who you were disappointed St. John's to lose.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going sleazeball there. Duke, Oregon.
Oregon.
I think Flag's back by here. I think Altman will pull out some stuff. I think this game is going to be tight as hell. But I think the Blue Devils get it done.
Yeah, I'm going with Duke here. I had Akron in this game. If it's Oregon, I feel like Eric Set is correct. I think Flag does come back for this one. I think it is a very close game. But I think Duke's time will be up soon enough. BYU, Alabama.
I'm going to go BYU. I say this is the game they go cold.
I said the same thing, baby.
Yeah. I mean, Alabama. I mean, if Nelson's out, I'd say BYU.
Grayson chiming in. UNC is winning the whole thing.
Mark his words. Screen grab that. Everyone. Grayson told y'all.
What are their odds? 300-1. 300-1. Yeah, we're rolling BYU. That's what we're rolling with. Gonzaga versus McNeese State.
Give me Willie Wade and McNeese State. They didn't go on the run last year. They got robbed. They're going on the run this year. It's McNeese State. It was always McNeese State.
I'll say Zags.
I'm going with McNeese State. This is where Gonzaga, this is their disappointment right now, is just this round. Illinois, Tennessee. Another banger.
Love this draw for Illinois. Absolutely love this draw for Illinois. I think Illinois, it gets it done against Tennessee.
Tennessee's so hit or miss. I feel like Illinois is maybe a little bit more consistent. I'll go Illinois too.
We're going with the Illini here. What a path for Illinois too, if they keep this up. Auburn, Michigan State.
So to beat Auburn, you have to be able to gum up the game. There's only a handful of teams in this tournament that can do it. I know people are going to say I'm a homer here. I think Michigan State can do it. Also, Auburn has that guard whose name I'm spacing on, who always disrupts shit. I'm forgetting the fucker's name. He wears number 10. I like Michigan State here.
I love the Spartan team. I love them. I think this is like a whole destiny thing going on. I think this is Izzo's probable last year. I think he ends it on top. I like Michigan State. Chase, were you going to go Auburn?
I think he's being a homer. I think you're enabling him. I was going to go Auburn.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, this is going to be a great game.
It will be good.
Then we're just going to hop right on over. Duke, BYU.
Duke. BYU doesn't have the defense to match up with them.
Yeah, that would be Duke.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm going to go Duke. We got Florida versus St. John's.
To me, this is Florida all the way. Again, St. John's can't shoot, can't make free throws. Their strength is on the glass, and they're facing the best rebounding team in the country.
Who would you go with, Chase?
St. John's.
You know what? Keep the sleazeball going. St. John's, baby. McNeese, Illinois.
Illinois.
McNeese.
I'm rolling with the Illini here. Your final four are Michigan State, St. John's, Duke, and Illinois.
Yeah.
So in Michigan State, St. John's.
Again, St. John's can't shoot.
They're just going to say the same thing every time.
I mean, like, there's so much more. They can't make free throws. They can't make threes. They rely on boarding. This is going to be the third straight team they've faced that's just as good, or if not a better rebounding team than them. So I'll take Michigan State.
Oh, that's beautiful. Chase, I'm going to assume you take St. John's here.
I do.
I'm the deciding vote. We're going Michigan State.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jim, you're letting down DMC, a run DMC, who said, I'm DMC in the place to be. I go to St. John's University. And since kindergarten, I acquired the knowledge. And after 12th grade, I went straight to college. God damn it. How could you guys go against
Duke and Illinois.
Illinois. No, sorry.
Oh.
Duke.
I'm not even interested anymore, but Duke.
Okay, we're going to go Duke. And then Michigan State, Duke.
Michigan State.
I think this is where it ends, Duke.
You rigged the game for it to come. Oh, you know how like they have those mentalists that come on. They're like, oh, think of a number. Now think of
No, we're going Michigan State.
Animal in Africa, and you're like, oh yeah, a gray elephant. And at the end, they're like, oh, you were thinking of a gray elephant. That's what he did. That's what he did with Michigan State.
We're going Michigan State. Is that who you picked, Chase?
Yeah, it's Michigan State.
We're going Michigan State here. So our final four is Michigan State, St. John's, Duke, Illinois, with Michigan State facing off against Duke and Michigan State winning it all.
Points.
Boom.
Total points.
Where do they have that at? They don't have that one on here.
There's got to be a. I think if you click submit, it will probably ask for a tiebreaker.
It did not.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm going to say 149.
That's
a lot of points.
I'm going to go one.
I'll go 162.
I'm going to go 157.
Who's just as a side note, who's the Cinderella you guys are rooting for?
UC San Diego.
The sleaziness that is McNeese State.
I'm going all in on Akron.
On Akron, you want to zip it up and zip it out? Yes.
I want to zip it up and zip it out hard.
Guys, here's the deal. Listen, guys, I drink really only 2 times a year, and when I do, I get hammered. This is not one of those 2 times. I'm just loving life. What's wrong with y'all?
I'm trying to.
Thank you for
no
just
wheel.
glazing right past that, Jim.
No, we're gonna go right past it. You're fine. You hit life hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a wheel of all the teams in the tournament because, like, if there's a team that it lands on, I was gonna do something, but we'll find that out later.
You would have to. It would suck to have to make that wheel. I guess you can just copy and paste.
Yeah, that's why I just was someone just like 68 teams. If I could just make a list of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna do that today, boys. This has been a fun episode. Love Selection Sunday. Love this time of year. Great basketball in the air. UFL coming up. It's a great time to be alive.
UFLB. I heard a UFL commercial. I thought of you today, buddy.
Damn right.
Remind me of kickoff for UFL.
March 28th, so a week from next Friday.
All right, so real quick, let's go through these lines real quick. I'll just mention some lines. Gun to your head. What you think? I'm just pulled up DraftKings because that's what Jim mentioned earlier. North Carolina laying 4.5 against San Diego State.
San Diego State money line plus 170.
Chase.
I go points in San Diego State.
Texas getting 1.5 against Xavier.
Probably go Texas money line.
It looks like I could find Xavier -2, and I'll probably take that.
Gonzaga's laying 6.5 against Georgia.
Yeah, I will take Georgia plus the points.
I'll take Georgia plus the points as well.
McNeese getting 7.5 looks like it could be trending to 8.
Plus
money line
plus 275. Could probably find a plus 300 somewhere.
High Point already down to 9.5 against Purdue.
What'd that open as? 10?
10.5.
10.5.
What do we get on the money line there?
Plus 330.
Yep. Fire away.
Utah State 4.5 against UCLA.
Someone has to just get bombed on.
Yeah,
and I'm afraid it's
UCLA.
going to be Utah State. I'm going to take UCLA in the points.
UC San Diego, I got this at 3.5. It's already down to 2.5. My only word with UC San Diego is there's always that team that gets a lot of hype. There was a couple years ago, South Dakota State was that team, and they went and they played the lifeless corpse of Providence, and Providence won.
It was McNeese State last year. They did that, yeah.
So I mean, I liked it. That was my thing. I've been saying it since January. I was taking this team to make the Sweet 16. This is the one bet I have. Drake getting 6.5 against Missouri. To me, I love Drake. I'll definitely be on that one.
I feel like I owe it to the people to be betting almost every game. I will be betting every first half under, but
Arkansas getting 4.5 against Kansas.
Yeah, money line. Swing away.
Money line.
VCU getting 2.5 against BYU.
VCU getting 2.5.
BYU.
Yeah, I think probably take BYU.
Give me the Mormons.
Troy getting 10 in the hook.
Oh, money line against Kentucky. Money line. Are you giving me free money? Guys, we just found you free 5-1 probably.
Plus 338. 380. Oklahoma getting 4.5 against UConn.
I might take Oklahoma in the points, but I think UConn gets the win.
Here's one. Colorado State opened up laying 2.5. Now they're up to -3.5 against Memphis.
Oh, then give me Memphis in the points.
Yeah, if I'm seeing people now go in on Colorado State, I'm going to take Memphis straight up probably.
Maryland laying 11.5 against Grand Canyon.
It's a game I'm not even going to fuck with.
Even
though I tease Maryland down a little bit.
No, don't. I'll tell you what. I'm not excited to watch for Baylor, Mississippi State, but the fact I'm getting Baylor at -1.5, absolutely love that.
I will take that.
Yeah.
Lipscomb getting 14.5. Obviously, Iowa State's banged up a little bit. Again, I want nothing to do with it. New Mexico getting 3.5 against Marquette. I'm really interested in that. I'll probably be on New Mexico.
Akron straight up plus 750.
What about Liberty 6.5 against Oregon?
Gross, no.
Oregon.
Maybe with the points. I don't know, but probably not.
Akron 14.5. I'm interested in.
I fucking told you.
Vandy getting 4.5.
Oh, Vandy the points.
And then Bobby Morris getting 22.5. The thing about Bob Morris is that was one of those teams, and we talked about it on our college basketball show every Saturday morning. Those teams come February that had a lot of turnover, kind of clicking it in. And that's kind of what Robert Morris did. Robert Morris, since February, has been pretty solid. Yeah, that's a lot of points, but I'm intrigued.
I'm not sure if it was like we talked about it as much as like you told us about it, and me and Jim were like, "Oh, word, dope, cool."
I'm interested to see to go to my app and see, like, I want to look tomorrow morning, or even just later tonight, and see how much these lines are already moving.
Yeah,
I love seeing that. We'll be on the lookout. And
Dude,
I don't know if we're gonna do videos, but we will be posting our bets, and we'll see you guys. We're gonna watch at least one of the games this weekend live.
Yep. And we'll tape something that comes out Thursday morning and Friday morning.
Man, that is a hot weekend of horse racing too. That'll be my laptop. My laptop will be heating up my thighs.
Damn right, brother. All right, everyone.
Go.
Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. We love you, and we'll see you next time for another episode of the